Hey everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for
Books to Back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the all-new season of Books to Back. Hey, guys, it's 2022. Can you believe it? 2021 went by so fast. Almost as fast as 2020, and wow, 2019. This stuff is getting crazy. I feel like I'm getting older. Look at my beard. It's getting so gray. It's getting so gray. I'm an old man. Oh, this is depressing. Anyway, as I said, I'm your host, Tom Lilly. We're on Books to Back. And what this is all about, again, so for those of you who might be new to this and don't understand, this is me letting everybody know about the independent publishing movement. It's the best way to describe it. I am letting all of you folks know how to get here and look up this stuff for yourself. Okay, this stuff is great stuff. You can look on Indiegogo. There's platforms out here now, Kickstarter, but there's other platforms starting up too. I'm going to start getting some names of those for you and letting you guys know about those. One of my favorite artists, Bart Sears, recently did a project on the on one of those platforms, and I was lucky he sent me a message letting me know about it, and I became a part of it. But right now, for some reason, it's not clicking on my head what platform that was. I want to say it was Zoom or Boom or something like that. But anyway, I will let you guys know. And as a matter of fact, I'll put a link down in the description below for that platform as well. So there's like 3, there might be even 4 platforms out there where you can actually, if you're an independent publisher, you would want to, you can go ahead and put your own book out there and get your own there's a crowdfunding campaign started. I mean, the money's out there, people are willing to help people out, and it's a great thing. It allows for new, fresh, inviting ideas, new ideas. That's the big thing. Don't get me wrong, I love the tried and true blue of Marvel and DC Comics and those big comic book names, and you got your Supermans and your Batmans, and you have your Wonder Womans, you have your X-Men, you all have your Avengers. So the movies alone with Disney, these are all great things, but sometimes we just need some new fresh ideas, some new concepts, some not just regurgitating, rehashing, and people putting out their own political agendas and new and old characters and pushing ideas that maybe some of us aren't really into, but that's okay. You can start with a new fresh look, with a new idea, a new character. That's what this is about: creating new ideas, creating new characters, new strong stories for you and me to enjoy and entertain ourselves with. This is a wonderful form. It's a shame that it's dwindled down, but I don't think it's going anywhere. And with people devoted like us and trying to get the new, younger crowd involved in this, it still can keep going. I believe in it. I love it. I buy comic books to this day, and I read them. I love them. I stopped for a little bit, but then the independent publishing movement brought me back into it, and then all of a sudden, my good friend Mike Byers, if you guys have watched me on Comic Book Insiders, another great series of stories or show that I do under Comic Book Insiders by Force Was to Use. You can find it under that channel. Another episode where we talk about mainstream comics. He got me back into the mainstream. I started going to Comic Universe, greatest comic book store in the Delaware County area, and started buying comic books from him and from that store and reading, and I really, really started enjoying some of the new stuff as well. You guys, but this market right here is about that independent publisher movement, and I'm a very big fan of it. I believe there's room for everybody. If you've got a good idea, a good product, and you're able to put it out on a regular, it makes for a great and wonderful world. Wonderful ideas and wonderful worlds for us to visit. I mean, you can, but you can't put it away. You just can't do any better than that. But anyway, I wanted to apologize to my good buddy Elliot Fernandez and to all those other artists out there, those project creators who've come out with stuff that because I was absent from the scene for the past 4 months, I missed out on your projects, especially Elliot, my good buddy Elliot. He put out an art book project on Kickstarter, and I missed it. I did not miss it as a participant. I became a participant, but I wasn't doing any videos because of the long extended hours that I was working with my employer. As everybody knows, we are all dealing with this COVID shortage. It's not just a shortage of materials out there, but it's a shortage of labor, especially in the transportation industry, which is my day job. I work in mass transit. I work for transit company here in Philadelphia. I won't name the company, but it's I work for them and I drive a trolley for them, and it's a tremendous shortage right now of operators. And for those of you in the Philadelphia area who are waiting for trolleys or buses and trains that don't show up, we do apologize. We are trying the best we can. I am working 6 days a week, putting in a lot of hours trying to help you guys out. And trust me, my other coworkers are doing exactly the same thing for those of us that are able to come in. But there are a lot of people who retired, a lot of people who quit during the COVID pandemic, and a lot of people who just said, you know what, I'm done, and walked away. It's so there's a shortage, and then some of these people went and got jobs somewhere else because they found something where they might felt was a little easier, fit their lifestyle a little bit better. So with rest, things have been a little hectic for me, and as a result, I haven't been able to do a lot of these videos for the past good Lord, it's been 5 or 6 months. I mean, the last one I put out, I believe, was Wraith. That was 4 months. Wraith of God. I did that video about 4 months ago. No, actually, no. I'm sorry. I did do the lead-in video for coming into the 2022 season. With me and Mike, did a one-shot video. I put it up on all 3 of my channels. If you guys are unfamiliar with my channels, do not forget you can get on. I have 3 channels now. I have Books to Back by Force One Studios, which is obviously the one that you're watching right now. I also have Lilly Sketchpad, where I'll be doing videos, or you'll go and see videos of me doing artwork that I do myself. You can actually see some of that artwork scrolling over there. Scrolling by. That's the artwork that I have done myself, that I've drawn myself. I'm an artist, yes. I'm a freelance artist as well. Don't get to do as much as I would like to, as working my day job, but I am trying. But you'll be seeing more videos of that coming up as well this year. And then last but not least, Comic Book Insiders with my co-host Mike Byer by Force One Studios. You got those links for all 3 of these, or those other 2 channels will be listed in the description below, so please go ahead and check them out as well. And do not forget to do this wonderful little thing here.
Hey everybody, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and if you could, like and share the video.
Again, that's very, very important, folks. The more viewers, the more the information gets out there, and the more people know about this wonderful thing called independent publishing and crowdfunding. Please get involved. Anyway, let's see what else I got on the agenda. Oh, a big thank you. A big, wonderful thank you to my good buddy, Jon Malin. He's a co-creator of the Reaper's Touch. He actually sent me a digital copy. I don't know if you guys remember this. I reviewed his Kickstarter campaign back in December of 2020, and I thought it was a very interesting campaign, beautiful artwork, and looked like it was going to be an interesting project. Well, he appreciated my review and sent me a digital copy of the book, and it was greatly appreciated. I read the book, and I am telling you, I loved it. If you guys get a chance, you can actually go to his website, and that description description will be down in the book. I'll put that in the description down below too. You can look at, it's The Reaper's Touch. You can find that book and you can buy a copy of that book yourself. Get a digital version, get yourself a hardcover. I looked on his website. I believe they got a digital version at a very reasonable price, but you can also, if you want a hard copy, you can get a hard copy for $20. Yeah, check it out. You can read the book yourself, and they are, from what he said, the email he sent me that along with the copy, they are going to be doing another campaign coming this year. As soon as he gives me a date, I will do a video and let you all know about this project. Go ahead and check out book 1. He knows in his next project he might offer book 1 and book 2 as part of the campaigns. Wink, wink. Jared, you might want to check that. Make sure you put that in there as well. But it was a very big A+, and I love it's a A+. I love the book. It was a very good story, and I can't wait to read more. As a matter of fact, I'll be involved in your next campaign. I promise I will back your next campaign. You have fulfilled on the first one. That's the big key issue. You always got to fulfill. I believe in fulfilling on these books. But anyway, that brings us to the next big thing. Let's see. We got Graveyard Shift. Oh, now listen, hey guys, I don't know if you know this. Jon Malin has had 3 successful previous campaigns with this book, and he's fulfilled on all of them. So it's almost a guarantee here. All right. Graveyard Shift, Volume 4, from the artists of Jawbreakers and the writers of Hawkman, comes Volume 4 of Graveyard Shift. Oh, this sounds good, and it looks good. You know what? Before we go ahead and get into any more, excuse my language, any more of this, any more detail on this, let me go ahead and air this video that they created for those of you who are interested in their campaign.
Graveyard Shift, Volume 4 goes into overdrive where Volume 3 ended. A signal from Earth delivered beyond the known universe draws the envious eye of an ancient alien empire. The old gods are returning, and Graveyard Shift can't save the world alone. They'll need an army to fight the forces of the Black Emperor, making for uneasy alliances. Watch as Vlad, Lilith, Mick, Sea Urchin, Brahm, Nightwalker, and more gather a massive team of superhumans and soldiers to commit first strike against this new alien threat. Join us for Graveyard Shift Volume 4, The Black Emperor, Part 1 of a massive 3-part storyline about heroes and sacrifice. Only on Indiegogo.
Well, does that not look interesting to you guys? It looks interesting to me. Hey, check it out, man. This is big. There's a history of Indiegogo. This is how well his campaigns have done, and this is what he's done in the past. He fulfills on his projects, okay? Fulfills on the projects. Okay, so I'm not going to go reading all this, but you can see, just take a look for yourself, some of the artwork that's involved in this book. Take a look at this stuff. It's beautiful looking work. Wow. It's got some nice cover art. That's from the supplemental of Graveyard Shift Supplemental 3 and Volume 3. Graveyard Shift. Yay! Look at the artwork involved in some of this stuff. It's just really eye-popping and really, really cool. I am going to get involved in this campaign. I have to, because I want to read this story. It looks good. You guys got to check it out for yourself. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the the perks in here. Yeah, I'm sitting there. I gotta scroll up to see what the word is. I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. Anyway, blood bag. So you can get the blood bag. It's for $75. Let's take a look at that. Blood Bag. What do you get in a couple? You get 1 copy each of Graveyard Shift Volume 3 mail-in variants, a Volume 4 signed by Mark, a supplemental Volume 3 plus a trading card. Comics will be carefully placed in a protective sleeve with protective board and sent to you in a Gemini comic book flash mailer. Those are good mailers, folks. I use them when I sell some of my books. I sell comic books online if you ever want to take a look at that on eBay. I'll also be selling some of my special collected editions coming up here shortly under my Tom's Comic Stash on my website, Force One Studios website, under the comic book store, but we'll get into that later. We don't need to go all that because we're talking about Jon Malin's project here. Yes. Okay, Volume 4 signed. You get 1 copy for $25, 1 copy of the Graveyard Shift Volume 3 graphic novel signed by, yes, I keep saying Volume 4. I guess it's volume. Is that Volume 3? Or did he misprint that? Because it's supposed to be the V is a 5, -1 is a 4, but he's got Volume 3 here. But anyway, I think he means Volume 4. So you get 1 copy of Graveyard Shift Volume 4 graphic novel signed by Mark. Yes, Paulton. Comic will be carefully placed in a protective sleeve with a protective board and sent to you in a Gemini comic books flash mailer. So that's for $25, which is perfectly reasonable. For the cost of printing these books and mailing them, that is a very reasonable price. I mean, you buy regular graphic novels these days and you have it mailed to you from a store, from anywhere, you're spending $25. So, and this is you're helping this gentleman out, obviously getting his campaign out there, getting his books out there, and it's a wonderful way of contributing, feeling like you're part of the whole process. You're part of the process. Something here we all hear a lot of here in Philadelphia. Trust the process. Those of you who might be sports fans, 76ers. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan myself. Hey, we're in the Super. We're not in the Super Bowl. We're in the playoffs, and nobody expected that this year with a new quarterback and a whole new coaching staff. I know I didn't. So any win I consider a perk. That's a perk for me in the sports field. But anyway, we're not talking about sports here. We're talking about comics, independent publishing movement. Anyway, so we got a GYS Supplemental Volume 3. So this is the Volume 3 book. You get 1 copy Graveyard Shift Supplemental Volume 3 comic will be carefully placed in a protective sleeve. So you can get the Volume 3 or you can get the Volume 4. That makes more sense. So the previous one, I think he accidentally put Volume 3. He meant to put Volume 4. But anyway, in this one you can get a Volume 3 for $25, and it looks like it will. Will be signed or no? Nope, it will not be signed. It's 1 copy Graveyard Supplemental Volume 3. Comic book will be carefully placed in a protective sleeve with protective board and sent to you in a Gemini comic book flash mailer. Okay, 4 of those have been claimed, and then you have a Volume 3 mail-in variant. And mail-in does some great work. So it's worth it. You can get a mail-in variant, 1 copy. All right, and again, it'll be placed in a protective sleeve for you. All right, and then you get the Volume 1 and 2 collected editions. What? You'll get 1 copy of Graveyard Shift Volume 1 and 2 collected editions. Comic books will be carefully placed in a protective sleeve. As usual, they'll be shipping you out to them very carefully with a delicate hand. Yeah, with a delicate hand. So we got Volume 2 collected editions and Volume 3 variants for $50. $50. That's cool. So you get 1 copy of each. Yeah. And you get the mail-in Volume 3 mail-in variant. Nice. And then you can go in and get the Graveyard Shift Volume 4 with a supplemental for $50. So one copy of each Graveyard Shift Volume 4, signed by Mark, and a supplemental Volume 3. That's the supplemental Volume 3. And all of them will be carefully placed and protected for your shipping entertainment. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Now for $75. Let's see what they got for $75. One copy of Graveyard Shift Volume 1 and 2 collected editions, and Volume 3 mail-in variants, and a Volume 4 signed by Mark, plus a trading card comic will be carefully placed in a protective sleeve with a protective board and sent to you in a Gemini cover flash, a Gemini comic book flash mailer. All of that wonderful perks shoved tightly into a protective mailer. Oh, for $75. That's actually a bargain. $75, man. Y'all have no idea. That's 4, baby, plus a trading card. $75. I gotta buy. You gotta buy. We all gotta buy. Come on. Get in there. There's some people buying too, man. Look, he's up at 85,000. So you know it's getting done. You know it's getting done. Anyway, we got supplemental number 1 through 3 first prints. Wow, so you can get the first print, the original print of the books, because they have some extra hanging around. But they only have 83 out of 130 books. So there's only 130 if you want to get in the original printing. You want to get in now because they've only got 83 out of those 130 books. Man, they got 130 books left. You want to get in there. Get in there. Get it now. Get it now. See, Blood Bag plus a sketch. So essentially what they're telling you for $120, right? $120, you get this bad boy all the way up here, the featured Blood Bag of $75, right? Plus, that's valued at $75. Plus, you get a sketch. Guys, come on. A sketch? How am I supposed to compete with that when I put out my projects? Wow. That's a great value. I mean, I know people are doing sketches and they're selling sketches for $100 a piece. You know what I mean? $50 a piece, depending on the artist. And you're getting a $75 plus a $50 value, and you're only spending $50 to $100 value. So you're getting probably a couple $100 worth for $120. Wow, that is awesome. Create a signature tier. Creator's signature tier. What's that? Let's see. One copy of each Graveyard Shift Volume 3, mail-in variant, a Volume 4, supplemental Volume 3, signed by series creator Jon Malin and Mark Polton, plus trading card and original sketch signed by Jon. Comics will be carefully getting all that protection again. Gotta be protected. We don't want to catch anything. It's a bad joke. Bad joke. Bad joke. Then you can get the Graveyard Shift gear. Look, they got shirts, man. Graveyard Shift shirts as well. So you got a Volume 4 signed trading card, a 5x7 sketch, a Volume 3 mail-in variant signed, a supplemental Volume 3 signed, and a t-shirt in gold. A gold t-shirt. Yes. 4 of those have been claimed. Only $200. Nice. First print Volume 2 through 4 signed. And they give you that for $100 or not $100. So there's 8 out of 100 perks. It's $275. But they're the first editions. So guys, check it out, man. Gotta check this out. I will put a link in the description below so that you guys know where to go. But yeah, you see it right here on my video down over here. You see it scrolling across right there. That's the link. Or that's the link to the if you want to hand write that down. But if not, as I said, down below, I'm gonna be putting a link in the description so you guys can go ahead and enjoy. But if you guys know any campaigns out there, anything you might want to see that I have not reviewed, that I have not seen myself, please contact me here at contacts@Force One Studios, and I will be glad to look at the campaign, whether it be yours or friends or colleagues or something you ran across that you think you might like. I'll be glad to review it. I was gonna go ahead and put up this little advertisement for Force One Studios merch, but I don't think so. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. But I have a little asterisk that I have to put next to that. So that's the I don't have to put an asterisk next to that because that is the merch that you can find on my Teepublic site. I have a Force One Studios Teepublic where you can get t-shirts, banners, notebooks, cell phone covers, all that fun little stuff, the little knick-knack stuff with the books to back and great Force One Studios and all that wonderful little items that you can purchase in there if you would like to take a look at that. I will have a link to that down in the description below. My Force One Studios website store is currently down. The reason why is I pulled all the art that didn't sell. And I am going to be putting up some new artwork, new projects that I will be obviously that you will see on my see me produce on Lilly Sketchpad if you again would like to go, and the link to that will be in the description below. But I also started doing these wonderful little things, sketch covers, for anybody who might be interested in there. I'm going to be doing more of these online, but I'm also going to have some painted materials and stuff like that I will be doing. But this was a full cover I just did recently. Is my second completed. First started, but I never completed it. I started it a couple months ago, but never got a chance to get around to finishing it. So it was my first started, but never completed. It's second, I should say, never completed. Second completed comic book sketch cover. The first completed comic book sketch cover went to my good buddy Mike Byler as a birthday gift, or excuse me, as a Christmas gift. It was a Christmas gift. I gave it to him as a Christmas gift, and because he's really into the Justice Society, and I found a Justice League sketch cover comic book, and I did one. I did the sketch covers I put on the Justice Society on the front, and on the back I did the Injustice League on the back. Well, some of the characters from that, but I put the Golden Age characters. He's really into the Golden Age characters. But I wish I took pictures of that. I'll see if I can get him to take some pictures and send me the photos. He wants to frame it and have it mounted because he really loved it. But anyway, yeah. Again, guys, join me here again in the future for more episodes of Books to Back 2020. Yes, Books to Back 2020 series. And this, what I mean by 2020 is obviously the year 2020. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Each year, I'm going to have the Books to Back 2023, Books to Back 2024, 25, 26, 27, and I'll hopefully be doing this for the rest of my life because I love doing this. I love informing you all of this wonderful thing called crowdfunding and the independent publishing movement. Thank you all for joining me. You all have a nice one.
Hey everybody, just want to thank you today for joining me on
Books to Mac.
Also, don't forget to go to Kickstarter and Indiegogo to support the independent publishing movement. Also, you can support these phenomenal artists and creators by purchasing merchandise and artwork from the following locations: